This video explains how to develop experiments using visual programming. So what you see in the picture is the device that is already connected to an Android phone, and we have some peripherals like an SR04 echo sensor and a diode connected to it. So this is only the connector is different, otherwise it is same as ExpEYES 17. All the terminals are same. So to use it, first of all you have to install the Android app from the Play Store. You go to the Google Play Store and select for C Lab and you'll find here. So you install it. In this machine it's already been installed. So let us go back here and start the app. So you get an interface like this. And from here we just go to the visual programming section, and there are already ready-made programs. So you can go to electronics section, say you get a half-wave rectifier from there. So what you get here is actually a program, and you can run it. See here. But since it is a program, you can also modify that, or you can write your own code. So let me just add a frequency control to that and run it again. So the same program, but now have the added feature of controlling the function generator frequency. So similarly you can write programs for any application. The program will be able to access the devices connected to the ExpEYES box. Now let us create a new program, and as I told, we have already connected a echo module. So let us go to the sensor section and read SR04 distance. There is a code, so we can get a print statement and print it. So if I execute it, it will print the distance from that object in front of SR04. So I'll change the distance a little bit and run it again. So it has changed. But if you want to do it repeatedly, say we can do something like say repeat 10 times this, and also put a delay. So run this, you will find it is printing it, and I am changing the distance. So it reflects in the reading. So this is one simple example how you develop programs. But you can also do plotting with it. Suppose say if I want to plot a graph. So what I will do is I just take a loop, say repeat an infinite loop, that means repeat while true I put here, and call a plot function, plot say something as a function of time. Then again we just add this. Now we can run this and see what happens. So you find a plot. Now if I just keep on changing the distance between the object and the sensor, you get a graph. So using this graph we can find out the oscillation frequency now. So this is one simple example of how to use things, and like it's quite easy to build an oscilloscope using this. Suppose say if you go to this ExpEYES capture function, you can say capture and plot say 2 channels, and if you run this block you will get one graph. But to do it repeatedly, you want to put it inside a while loop, and let's add one frequency control slider also to have some visual effect of something changing. Now run it, you'll see the oscilloscope, but now you can see the changes also. So this is how it works. Now suppose say if you have developed some code and if you want to share it with somebody, you go here and save this file, say give it a name, say my scope, save it, and now you can send it to others using WhatsApp or Gmail or whatever it is. And you can also open files sent by somebody else, like here say someone has sent my code, so you can just open it. So that way sharing the code written by people is quite easy. Now let me quickly introduce the basics of the programming. So here you can see this menu here on the left side gives you uh, things like you start with a very basic concept like what is a variable. So you just create a variable, give it a name, say x. So it is like your school algebra. Now it gives you something like say set x to something or change x or simply x. So let us say take this set x to, and I can assign some value, say set x to 0. Now you can say print x, right? Run it. It prints x. Okay. So this is how we start using it. Now suppose say we use some operators. We can just add something like this, say x plus 5. Okay, we can run it. So similarly you have logic and in-out loops and mathematical functions and lists and plots and all. So one can go through that menu and practice it. And now if you see the ready-made programs which is already here as electronics, you take these and there is a built-in help, so it is quite easy to use those programs. So this concludes the brief introduction to your programming using ExpEYES.